And this is what I started with. A beautiful, it had really good bones. I had to glue some stuff on it. This is my first coat. I always start with a very light gray in order to hide as much color as I possibly can. This is faded gray. I sprayed it with water and then I applied the first coat. This is 24 hours later. I sanded down the first coat, and now I'm applying a little bit of water to the surface just to damp it. I'm not wetting it super wet. I'm just damping it with a little bit of water. Now this is my first coat of white on top of the faded gray. I'm using a Mudpaint paintbrush because I really love their paintbrush to paint fabric. And I'm using their clay paint in color China White, and it's just the perfect in between white. Now 24 hours later, I'm on my third coat, second coat of white, third coat of paint, same thing, sanded down with the fabric, spritz it actually with water, and I'm now applying the third coat of paint. As you can see, I'm just circling it on. Now, after waiting another 24 hours, I sanded down, I spritzed my fabric. Of course, after sanding, I cleaned the dust off. I sanded the fabric, and then I marked all my harlequin with the help of a ruler, and then I went to town. I'm actually hand painting each harlequin with the mud paint in just black. This was actually very therapeutic, just slowly following the lines and then filling in the middle of it. I actually really enjoyed doing this. As you can see, I'm trying to follow the line as straight as I can. It was not an easy thing to do, but if you have patience and a steady hand and want something very therapeutic, I suggest painting harlequins. Honestly, this was fun part of the project. I really enjoyed doing this, as crazy as it sounds. So if you like diamond painting, I suggest doing this. You will really enjoy it. And don't freak out about the not straight lines. Nothing is straight in life, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I think that the imperfection makes it perfect. So as you can see, this is the back that I finished. I actually started with the back to practice my hand. So if there's little errors, I'm not so freaked out about it. But this is, like I said, it's not perfect, but I actually really love it. And I like the result. Now, switching to the front, I flipped the seat on my table so it's easier to work. And then I painted every second row in order to let it dry. Since I'm right-handed, I went from left to right. And then now I'm actually starting in the middle. I don't know why. But it worked, and this is the actual finished seat. Now I applied the decoupage paper on the backrest, and I'm doing some little fingering, touching up to actually blend the images to the hand-painted part. Now I'm actually applying the images on the back of the backrest, if that makes any sense. I have saran wrap on my tray, and then I spritz it with a little bit of water, just a little bit. I don't super wet it, and I stick my paper to it. Now this helps to not manipulate the ink so much. These images were printed on my Epson white format printer, and they were printed with a special ink that I have. Now, Etsy pigmented ink, and now I'm applying the decoupage gel by Redesign. I actually like that decoupage gel because it's very thick and it really saturates the fabric. So in order to transfer decoupage onto a fabric, that's my really go-to gel transfer. Maybe people like other ones. I know a lot of people I've seen using Fusion Gel Transfer, but I actually prefer the redesign for decoupage on fabric. That's a personal choice. Now, I forgot to film doing the little dots and all the other little finishing that I was doing. Basically, I just painted everything in black, all the frame, and then I applied some gold. I first started gold leaf, but it was just too bright, so I went with actually a gold paste. I added black paint on top of it, waxed it, antiqued it. So this is the actual final product. What do you guys think? I'm absolutely in love with this piece, and the customer who asked me to do this for her, she was very happy as well. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. It would be my pleasure to answer your questions. I wish you a very good day and see you next time.